Do you recognize the person on the slide? This was Martin Luther. Now, Martin Luther pioneered a change in the religious structure of the society during the time of the Renaissance, and this was known as the period of Reformation. But what exactly went behind this change and why exactly did the change happen is something that we need to study and look at. So as we have already learnt when we were looking at the period of Renaissance, was that the period of change that we are talking about impacted the society and its various spheres, and it was not limited to Europe, and it had spread far beyond the European borders. So it was also during this very point of time when the church was the most important institution in the society. In fact, the church was the institution that organized the society and also structured it. So we could see that the church became the most powerful institution that controlled a person's life. So even if the person was a king to a peasant, at every level in the hierarchy was controlled by the dictates of the church. Thus, the church becomes a more orthodox and of course a very dominant factor. And along with this, along with being an orthodox institution, the church now also was becoming corrupt. Now, the monks and the Pope, who held a powerful position in this institution, started living lavish lives. So we see that the popes and the monks start living lavish lives, and therefore the church becomes a corrupt institution that was, putting the focus on gaining money out of the people. So we have already seen when we were studying Crusades, if you remember, that the popes became so very important and the church structure became so important that these popes were now, managing administration and as well as calling wars. So here, as you can see in the picture, this is Pope Urban II, who called or preached the first crusade as the Holy War. So we see that the Pope becomes a very important factor in the society itself, who dictates what the society should and shouldn't do. Now, in this very point of time that we are discussing about, we have also seen that after the fall of the Roman Empire, there was no sort of centralized power structure to hold these states together, right? So what exactly happened is we see the rise of new feudatories. The feudal lords who were gaining control and gaining strength because they were taking under them various areas after the fall of the Roman Empire. And the church also had become a very overarching and overbearing kind of an institution. Why overbearing? Because it was managing and dictating all aspects of the society. From religion to society to economy, everything was under the church. But there were also certain positive changes in the period of Renaissance, if you remember, right? For example, the coming of the printing press that revolutionized reading. So what exactly printing press did was that it made materials that could be read, and especially the Bible, available to the common people. So therefore, people were questioning the pre-established ideas of the society. Why? Because they were now reading more available sort of content that was published by printing press. Therefore, we see when Bible is being, printed in a common cheap form, everybody can access it. And when everybody can access it, they are readily questioning everything around them. So people were now becoming more conscious about themselves and about their surroundings, the society around them. So this was the very point of time when people also started to question the most important institution of the society, which was the church. Now, when the Catholic Church became so overbearing, so overarching, there were people who tried to voice their opinions to make the Catholic Church far more liberal. And people like John Wycliffe and Jan Hus were the people who were, putting an effort to change the structure of the Catholic Church, the overbearing structure of the Catholic Church, the orthodoxy that the Catholic Church had. But it was to no avail. So then could you tell me, before Martin Luther, who were among the people who tried to bring a change in the church? Was it Jan Hus or John Wycliffe, or the both of them? The correct option is both of them. We see this particular person called Martin Luther, who was a monk, tried to change and shift the focus of religion to a newer sort of liberal ideological base. Right? So Martin Luther was the person who voiced his opinion and changed the structure of the Orthodox Catholic Church. So have you noticed that we are studying about one of the most important factors in history, which is religion? It is to note that there are 4 important aspects in the study of history. First is the society, second the economy, third is the politics, and fourth is the religion. All these 4 factors make the 4 pillars of the society and the study in history. So religious history, therefore, becomes very important for us to study when we are studying history. But why so? Because religion itself is a very important constituent of the society. And it helps us to understand the different lenses that people use to view their communities. So basically, when you belong to a different religion, you view the society in a different color, right? Because the religion teaches you to view the society in that very color. So it's different for different religions. This aspect of the religion or religious history becomes far more important for this period of Reformation, because the development of religious consciousness that people gained after sort of reading the common Bible led these people to question the age-old practices that the church advocated. So the changes that were taking place within the institution of the church ultimately led to this sort of a movement that was the movement of Reformation. So ideally then, the Reformation movement happened in the first place because the European environment, the European society was experiencing a period of growth of individual consciousness. Thus, we arrive at a timeline when religion is becoming the epicenter of change. Now, how that was exactly taking place is something that we look into, but we have to understand that religion was becoming so important, which in the coming years would lead to a number of political changes as well, that would ultimately make the modern world the society that we live in today. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free at deltastep.com or download the DeltaStep app to get access to all our 5,000 plus amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million plus questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock tests. Get all your doubts resolved instantly, learn via games, and win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.